Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something that draws a little bit of controversy around the internet, but I think it's undue controversy. I think it's controversy that is made by people who maybe are not as educated in the subject matter as which they are speaking, and that is weapon-mounted lights, specifically weapon-mounted lights on a concealed carry or your EDC. So let's get into it. So I have said many times that any gun that you believe you may use to defend your life, be it rifle, shotgun, or pistol, should have a white light on it. I also am of the belief that a white light is better than night sights any day of the week. Now that part I know is going to have people just, just angry as all get out. Now I have been trying this LAPG, what is it, the WXL or WML, but LAPG's version of the Streamlight TLR1, which I carry on the rest of my guns. So let's get into some white light myths and things that maybe will help you form a different opinion on carrying a light, not just in your pocket, but on your gun as well. So yes, I did say carrying one in your pocket. I carry one in my pocket every day as well as one on my gun. I do that for a number of reasons. Number one, if I'm looking for my car keys that I actually dropped under my car at night, in a parking lot, I get up very early in the morning, as most of you know. I go to the gym at 3 a.m. And then oftentimes I don't get home until after 5 o'clock at night, and sometimes that gets to be pretty dim. But I carry a weapon-mounted light in case I need to use it for a self-defense situation, in case I need to positively identify a target. I carry a pocket light for the reason of finding my keys, looking on my floorboard for something I dropped, things of that nature, because you don't want to use this for just common everyday house use when trying to find things. So that is why I carry a pocket light. Now, again, I carry a weapon-mounted light because I want to be able to positively identify a potential attacker if need be, if I cannot make them out. Now, this is not to say in my home, although it could be as well. Chances are, if you've broken a window to get in my house, I don't need to see who you are beforehand. Now, if you have fairly unruly teenagers, as I may have been in my younger days, you may want to identify who you're shooting at crawling through the window before you shoot at them. Just saying. So first thing, I get asked a lot about the lights that I carry, which are the Streamlight TLR1s. They stick beyond the muzzle, much like this one does, this LAPG light does. And I get asked often why. Well, there's not really a specific reason why I carry a long light, but I can tell you that there are advantages to carrying a longer than your muzzle length light. Now, the biggest and first and foremost advantage is it helps to work as a protector of your barrel and muzzle end. Sticking out farther, and this is empty, I don't normally do this, but sticking out farther means that you can't hit your muzzle, you can't hit the crown of your barrel on anything, really. Secondly, if you are in a struggle for the gun and you have the gun in the guts or the ribs of somebody, oftentimes that will take the gun out of battery and then it will not fire. This allows for a standoff, so that doesn't happen. You can shove this into the guts of somebody or into the ribs of somebody, and you still have 3/4 of an inch before the slide comes out of battery, and you're still able to fire the pistol. Second, my light is going to give away my position. If somebody is coming at you, right, and you need to identify whether or not they are a potential threat, they already know where you're at. So I don't understand that. And that even goes for home invasions. If they're in your home, why do you want to sneak attack somebody? Like, let them know, hey, get out of my house, leave my house, I have a gun. Hey, get out of my house, I have a gun. I mean, I don't understand the sneak attack mindset. Generally speaking, these people that are breaking into your house are not, A, they're probably not armed. B, they want easy targets. If they know you have a gun, more than likely they're not going to want to mess with you. There's just a lot of things that I don't understand. I mean, if you're sniping somebody from 100 yards away, yeah, you don't want to turn the light on your rifle because then they know where you're at. But I don't understand the mindset of the give away my position with a weapon mounted light on my pistol. I don't understand. Now, number three is the biggest one that people have. They argue this thing and it's just silly. It's silly. It shows their lack of knowledge of using and training with weapon mounted lights. And that is the theory that you have to point at somebody to positively identify them. What if you point at a loved one? Well, what if you point at a loved one? You pointed at a loved one. You didn't pull the trigger. That's the point in training. That's the point in trigger control. That's the point in all that. So what? You pointed at a loved one. You've identified that you don't need to shoot them, and you've moved on. That's my answer to the first part. To the second part of this is, if you understand how to use weapon-mounted lights, you understand that you don't have to point the light at somebody to identify or to figure out who they are, what they have on them. If they have a weapon, it could look like they have something in their hand, like a knife pointed at you, and you find out that it's a cell phone. So all of these lights have something called a wash, a halo. A lot of people call it different things, but they're usually the hot spot of the light, the hard center of the light, and then the light as it fades out to the sides. That's the wash of the light. And if you take a certain amount of weapon mounted light classes, low light classes, you will know that you can use that wash very easily to identify anything that's in front of you. And anybody, I don't understand this, because I assume that the people who think that you have to point a light right at somebody to identify them has never used a regular flashlight before, because they're not lasers. It's just not a light beam boom right down to the ground. If you've ever walked through your yard with a flashlight, you know that you can see ahead of you without doing this. I don't understand. You can point way down to the ground and still identify something 10, 20 yards in front of you, to the sides, above, bouncing lights off of walls, all kinds of things in order to identify somebody without actually pointing the gun at them. And I think that's one of the things that gets people the most with weapon-mounted lights, is they don't understand that you can be down here and point under the feet of somebody, like way under the feet of somebody, and still see their entire body, head to toe, and identify who they are. The beautiful thing about freedom is that you don't have to use either one if you don't want to. I am just up here telling you my thoughts, my opinions, and my experience through training and getting training and training other people with weapon-mounted lights. And it is for the people who have an opinion on weapon-mounted lights, but have obviously never had any of the experience or classes to go along with that opinion. So either way, you do you. I will never change my opinion that every gun that you possibly might defend your life with, be it your home shotgun, your home defense rifle, your home defense PCC, your truck gun, your EDC, any of those, they should have a white light on them. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is Patreon. There's other ways, links down below to other affiliates and things like that. I do appreciate everybody's support. If you think I've earned it, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and please share the video. Share the video, because that is apparently the only way people outside of my immediate viewers are able to watch this, because YouTube doesn't share my videos. They don't. No, it doesn't matter how many views I get. It doesn't matter how many people watch my stuff. They will never ever put my videos into the algorithm as a suggestion to you. So thank you to all my current patrons. You guys rock. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you to everybody else who supports the channel, and we will talk to you later.